HookahPro.com, your ultimate source for everything hookah. Find the latest tips and tricks, videos, reviews, contests, and more.
Hello Internet and hookah pros alike. Today I'm doing a re-review. A second review of the same shisha, same flavor, but instead of the little sample cup I originally got from a local shop of HookahHookah watermelon, we're doing this nice tub size that they sent me. And initially I noticed it's wetter than that little tub. I'd assumed that the little tub was older. I think that's the case. Because I'm certainly getting some different flavors out of this watermelon than the one before. Okay, the watermelon flavor is pretty close, but as I said for the little cup, it had a really tobacco-y undertone. I'm not finding that here. However, this is more complicated than just watermelon. There are more flavors in here. To me. Now, you know how when you eat a Jolly Ranchers candy, sometimes it'll hit you in the back of the throat. Not really the sweetness, but something about it. Something about the chemical they used to make that candy gives you a cooling kind of, throat sensation. Well, this doesn't taste chemically, but it has the same kind of sweetness that sticks to not just the back of your palate, probably your throat, down there. And that's nice. That's good, but it's interesting because it almost has a lemonness. Or maybe not a lemonness, but a honeydew melon. Honeydew melon. And a touch of lemon. But that's not the first flavor. The first flavor is unmistakable watermelon. Now, it's not like exacerbatingly natural watermelon. Like the Mystic Mandarin was very, very natural. You could taste the rind and all. I'm not getting that earthy, rindy, true watermelon off your plate kind of watermelon from this. But more of a candied watermelon. No, not candy. Gum. Watermelon gum. I hope I'm describing it right. Ooh, that's a little hot. Come over and get the handle for once. I hope I'm describing it right when I say that the gum flavor is like these little white cubes of gum I got once upon a time ago that were a watermelon flavor, and that's all they had to them. There was no vanilla, there was no wintergreeniness, there was no bubble gum, there was no gum flavor to it. It was just like crystallized, slightly, no, crystallized candied watermelon in a soft, chewy square of white gum. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments, because I'd like to know what that kind of gum is. I feel a little stupid describing it without knowing exactly the brand. But it's like that gum with a small touch of lemon. It's very good. You can already tell it's got a pretty strong buzz to it. And, yeah, it's different than the tub. Oops, my chair just popped down there a notch. It's different than the, say tub. I mean, the tub is different than the little cup that I had gotten that was probably old and kind of dried up. And the tobacco taste was coming through much more, giving the kind of phantom illusion that it had more of the rind flavor. So, if you like that, you could, you know, that'll be the, when this gets old, it'll be kind of like that. But with how this is, I don't expect it to sit around long enough to actually get old with me. Yeah. So, either that kind of gum with a small touch of melon dew and lemon, or just think about a slightly candied watermelon that's not nearly as much candied as like a Jolly Rancher, plus the melon dew and lemon. The reason that I saved this re-review for so long is because I was hoping I could get my wife in on it and see what she thought about it, but she got sick. And she says, you know, hey, if I try it, I'm not going to give the real flavor, a real opinion on what the flavor is. So you just got me again. Sorry. I'm kind of interested in what room notes this leaves over. So at the end of the bowl, I will come back and I'll tell you how it's evolved, and go take a breather outside and see what kind of room notes are left too, because this is pretty strong. I mean, it's pretty strong. Hello. We are near the end of the bowl now. And I did bring it to my wife, see what she thought. Excuse me. Big dinner. She said that it was scrumptious and she wanted to eat it. So, I think that's a good accommodation. Accommodation? Recommendation? Affirmation. 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 And she also said, after a little while, she tried it again and said, ooh, that's getting harsh. Well, I'm not detecting the harshness yet. But I think it is because she's still kind of sick that, you know, she detected more of a harshness near the end of the bowl than I am so far. And just like the HookahHookah flavors that I've had so far, this one seems to have the peculiar propensity to last and last and last and last. Now, as far as flavor evolution, though, I'm getting much more of the sweet honeydew melon dew coming through. It's not bad. It's good, but it's not as much of watermelon as it was at the beginning. And the tobacco undertone that a lot of these seem to find sneaking in at the end of the bowl is there, but nowhere near as much as before. So that does it for my re-review of HookahHookah's watermelon flavor. Not the Hookah Freak line, just the regular. And apparently on their website I saw that they had a watermelon blast flavor. I wonder how that differs. I can't imagine. It's curious. I'm going to look that up and see if it says, well, let me look at that. Yeah, I'll look at it later. So, yeah. Thank you very much for joining me again. You've been lovely. Way less critical than me, I just want to say. Thank you. Okay, folks. Good night. That did not white out the camera because the AC unit. I'll try it again.